the hell happened to us? And no one's allowed to disagree. We're now authoritarian. No.
Wait,
I
Cenk,
rebel.
can I just clarify?
I will never allow the left to be authoritarian, and this idea of just hating the other side is poison.
You know what's so funny about you calling the left authoritarian is that you think the left has power.
What's happening, everybody? Francesca Fiorentini recently had Cenk Uygur on her aptly named show, The Bitchuation Room. Francesca Fiorentini brought Cenk Uygur on under the guise of doing an interview, but in reality, she just wanted to bitch at Cenk Uygur for attending a Turning Point USA event. With that, let's watch Francesca Fiorentini expose how deep her leftist cult mentality runs while telling Cenk Uygur all the ways he's disappointed her, like a terrible mother scolding her child. Man, she's a lunatic. Let's go.
Democrats, et cetera, et cetera. The minute I disagree like 5% on trans issues or crime, everybody's like, right wing, fascist, right wing. Almost every show is saying that. Almost every show. So you telling me that you don't push people out? You're pushing out the movement overall. At least the online left movement seems to be trying to push out the one network that has helped progressives more than any other network, and it's not in dispute. But my God, we have 5% disagreement. So tear it down. This is the destructive extreme left that I honestly, that portion. That kind of destructive attitude is poison. It's not just poison to us, it's poison to our chances of winning, because we keep pushing people out, and then all of a sudden we lost all the swing states and we lost the popular vote. I'm trying to get our side to wake up, snap out of our hypnosis of we hate, and we hate the right wing, and they're all white supremacists, and they're all racist, and they're all sexist, and we hate, and we never go in the room with them, we hate. What the hell happened to us? And no one's allowed to disagree. We're now authoritarian. No.
Wait,
I
Cenk,
rebel.
can I just clarify?
I will never allow the left to be authoritarian, and this idea of just hating the other side is poison.
You know what's so funny about you calling the left authoritarian is that you think the left has power. Like, I love that you think
total nonsense.
We are on the precipice of real authoritarianism and real fascism. And you believe that the online left are the authoritarians? I mean, I don't know how to tell you. You sound like Bill Maher and Nancy Pelosi had a kid, and it came out Cenk Uygur. And let me just ask you though. Let me just ask you. So what shows on the left do you like that aren't on the TYT network?
Yeah, so I said, look, there's a lot of good popular shows on the left that I like, and it's because there are. So. Breaking Point's a good show. Kyle Kalinski's Secular Talk is a good show. He was against me going on MAGA. I haven't seen his video, but Kyle's been against us a couple of times. But I largely didn't hold a grudge on that.
But even wait, let me just stop you. First of all, you had a great conversation with Crystal Ball. I think she made some really good points to you on. I think it was on Breaking Points. Kyle has, I think, been very disturbed, especially by your appearance with Charlie Kirk. But what you just said there, they've been against us. I really want to just dig into this idea that, because you're a fighter, man. That's cool. That's great. But like, you really do have a very I almost want to call it Bush-like, Cheney-like, you're with us or against us attitude.
100% wrong.
Like, you just literally, I love that you're proving my point. But when I say this,
I just learned something very interesting. If you subscribe to this channel, a leftist will wake up for the first time in their life.
My point.
You truly, you sound like people are either against you, but if they criticize you, they are not. And yet, here you are, Cenk, telling the entire right wing that all you want to do is break bread with them, that you want to debate with them, but afterward you want to go have a beer.
Yes, I do.
You want to have a beer with people who want to put people in mass deportation camps. They want to deport.
You think we're going to get put in camps? You sound. All right, anyway.
You think I sound crazy? They're starting with Chinese people. That's my fucking family, dog. Like, what are you talking about?
That's such an excuse. Okay, they're going to start with Muslims. They're going to start with my people. Okay,
Sure.
So
yeah.
to stop hiding behind vulnerable communities.
I'm hiding behind vulnerable communities.
Yes, you are. You're using them as human
standing
shields.
in front of vulnerable communities, Cenk.
No, you're
What
not.
are you doing? What
No,
are you doing?
I'm in front of vulnerable communities.
Uh-huh.
I'm the most endangered, Franny.
By tweeting at Elon Musk? Please
whatever.
don't help me. Come
Okay,
on,
so this
Cenk.
is
This is
total
so
BS.
sad. That's
Okay,
so
so
sad.
let's
Well, let's take it down. Let's simmer down. No. Simmer down. I'm asking. Let me just ask you. Real honest to God.
You already said 12 things that I need to respond to. Can I respond to them?
No, I want to ask you this one question.
Of course not.
Let's talk about you going on these shows. Just simmer down. Let me ask you one question. Imagine if Kamala Harris had won. Okay, she wins. She wins the popular vote. She wins obviously the electoral college. Incredible, first female president, blah, 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 all this stuff. And Tucker Carlson started making all these rounds on really progressive leftist shows, went on Kyle's show, went on my show. I'm like, who the hell? Started reaching out and wanting to talk and wanting to come to agreement on things. What would that look like to you?
Yeah, it would look like Tucker was trying to reach out. Tucker's a bad example because I would be surprised if he did that. But okay, yeah, no problem.
What would it look like to you?
I wouldn't. Do I think that Tucker would be selling out? No, there's no chance.
No. Well, I'm not. It's not about selling out. What would that like? What would it just seem like? Hey, man, we can agree. Yeah, you know what? I did say that Kamala Harris was a DEI hire and she's basically a communist, but now I just feel like I've antagonized you and I'm here to break bread and let's talk and let's get stuff done. What would that look like to you?
It would look surprising, but I wouldn't care. I'd find it interesting. Why? What does it look like to you?
I mean, to me, if Tucker Carlson did that, I'd be like, oh, we fucking won. We won like crazy. We won so resoundingly. He's doing an apology tour because 3 ghosts visited him in the middle of the night and he's completely changed his tune because he wants to throw down with the winners. We are crushing it. And I saw in that moment.
Hey, honey, we did win. And we did win like crazy. Doesn't look like that. That's what happened. And what the hell is she talking about? Kamala Harris was a DEI hire. Why is that a bad word to them now? They coined the phrase and the movement and argue in favor of it until they're blue in the face. But the second someone calls one of them a DEI hire, it's a slur now? I guarantee that if a show wanted her to come on and argue DEI 30 seconds after this interview, she'd go on guns blazing in its defense. And the left isn't authoritarian? What's more authoritarian than policing speech? You better call me what I feel like that day, or you're a bigot. Get the fuck out of here.
You want me to play it for you? When Charlie Kirk goes, "We're glad Cenk's here, everybody." And that was the feeling that I think a lot of right-wingers have when they look at you, Cenk, where they're like, damn, yo, we crushed so hard. Even this guy is turning now.
Yeah, except I'm not turning. I've said it 2,000 times.
I'm just saying what it would look like. I'm just saying what it would look like.
You keep saying it like it's true when it isn't remotely true. But okay, let me address it. So, okay, number one, you're empirically wrong because guess what's happening? Matt Gaetz has reached out to us, Tucker Carlson, to come on our shows. And so it's your exact analogy, okay? Patrick Bet-David, et cetera, and they won. They're still trying to come on the Young Turks. Why? Because they're trying to have a conversation, not because they want to do an apology tour. They think they are ascendant, but nevertheless, they want to talk to the left.
But you had to make it's because they think that
your version of the left says, no way, we never talk to the other side. But we're not authoritarian.
Jake, that's not true.
We're not authoritarian. You're not allowed to disagree 1%, but we're not authoritarian. We have no power, so we're not authoritarian. So that's not how it works, Franny. And the establishment Democrats are also authoritarian. So what do they say? You must agree with Kamala Harris, otherwise that's it. You're a heretic and you'll be driven out from the party. You know that. The establishment Democrats have done that to us for the last 20 years. Don't tell me that there's no power on the left. There's tons of power on the left. And when the swarm comes, the left-wing swarm, oh, you'd like to be called a woman. You racist, fascist, transphobe. What? I'm not authoritarian. No, that is an authoritarian mindset. Just you don't have to have power to have an authoritarian mindset. And there's different versions of power. There's the shunning power. There's social media power. There's mainstream media power. There's political power. There's all sorts of different power. So look, guys, the left. First of all,
there's also just money and actual power.
It gets back to the we. So
all right, look, Cenk, you're by far the less crazy between the two of you. So I guess good job. But I've got to call it fair both ways. Tucker Carlson and Matt Gaetz are reaching out to come on the Young Turks. No, they're not. You're either flat out lying or you heard something second or third hand and you use some crazy mental gymnastics to convince yourself that those guys would ever come on your show. Now, for the sake of my channel, I pray that you're correct and you're not lying, because, I mean, those clips would be YouTube gold. So I've heard this narrative going around on these, progressive channels lately that the left has no power. How can you say that with a straight face? I was just watching The Liberal Hive Mind. Phenomenal channel, by the way. Everyone, you probably already know who that is, but if not, type in Liberal Hive Mind. Awesome channel. So in one of their latest videos, they showed this poll. Here's what it said in the poll. If President Trump gave them a legal order which they thought was bad policy, just 17% of Democrat managers who voted for Vice President Harris would follow the president's order. 3 times as many would ignore the order and do what they thought was best. And by the way, I wish they'd polled right-wing workers as well, because we have so much evidence that many of them don't like Trump either. So you have the swamp empowering the left. You have every major news network, with the exception of Fox News, who still engages in bashing Trump at times. And you have stupid little shows like yours parroting the left-wing narrative. Or maybe, like you said, maybe you're just saying that money is power. How much did Kamala's campaign raise? $1 billion. All right, go ahead, Brad.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
What planet does she live on? But what did you all think about this conversation between Francesca Fiorentini and Cenk Uygur? Do you agree with me, or do you think she made some really, really good points? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like full-blown, clinically insane psychopaths spouting nonsense and have no idea what they're talking about, then click on one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. Otherwise, as always, I really, really appreciate you watching. The end.